you know who it is, man. It's your boy WallStShooter, and I'm checking in for the gang. Hey, man, I want to kind of break something down to you guys because investing your money in the stock market, crypto, Forex, especially now, could be playing with your mental mind state, could be playing with your psyche right now. So I want to kind of like shed some light and probably bring some hope, some faith to let you know that you're on the right path. You just got to stay strong. You got to stay 10 toes down. And I want to kind of show you like the psychological effect or the psychology behind investing and some of the pitfalls, and understand that this is pretty much normal, believe it or not. So I'm going to be going through a couple of charts, different websites or whatnot, 3 to be exact. And we're going to first kick everything off with the psychological pitfalls of a market cycle, right? I think this is very important for you guys to kind of see that you can see your phase. You can actually see where you may be lying at in what's going on right now. So first phase of this is the disbelief phase, right? This is like, oh my gosh, the market is so low. I can't believe it. There's a lot of fear, a lot of uncertainty, a lot of people losing money, right? And that's currently where we're currently at right now. Kind of, sort of, right? A lot of uncertainty, a lot of disbelief. There's bad sentiment in the market far as recessions, talks, CPI/inflation rate is high. We got the conflict overseas. The gas prices are high. The dollar is strong, but the spending limit is high. Unemployment rate, everything is high, and there's a lot of bad juju going on in a sense. So we're kind of like in this disbelief state, but this is actually the smart money state for investors, believe it or not. This is the area where institutional money is actually buying up stocks and crypto. And I'm gonna kind of just wade in between the both. I know I mostly talk about crypto, but it all kind of plays the same part, right? So a lot of institutional money are currently buying right now. This is what I call smart money. Smart money is buying in the crypto right now and the stocks. Then you start getting this, nice little push up, also known as the uncertainty phase, right? So it says the herd hesitates and misses optimal window to enter the market. So are you still getting crypto and stocks at a good price during the stage? Absolutely, because the market is probably down 80% depending on which market it is. And currently the crypto market is roughly down about 70–80%. This is still a decent price point, right? But you kind of was hesitant. You could have got it when it was down 90%, right? 10 or 20% doesn't seem a lot, but as we continue to go up this chart, you'll be like, oh, okay, that makes sense, right? So the next phase, you got optimism, right? So the herd sentiment begins to warm only after the price has risen. This is going to be the interesting part. For those who got in right here or even here, considered it, again, smart money, you start seeing the herd. Who is this? Who is this? This is probably like your news channels, your media outlet that's starting to shed light, starting to build up the hype of certain crypto projects, certain coins, maybe even meme coins. This is where you get your new meme coins popping up, kind of like how 𝐬𝐮 and 𝐷 popped up. For those who are paying attention or who are in the know. It hasn't hit the mainstream yet, right? So you got that phase, and then your next phase is your enthusiasm. Now this right here, this could be a lot of y'all back in 2021. Let's keep it a buck. If this was you buying crypto for the first time, put it in my chat, man. It's not to sit here and embarrass anybody or nothing like that, because guess what? I was that guy too, a couple of bear bull cycles ago. So totally get it, right? So this right here is definitely mainstream media, social media, your homies hitting you up. And I'm gonna use these two. I'm gonna use this crypto. Hey man, you buying 𝐬𝐮? You buying that 𝐬𝐮? Right? I'm using real world coins because I'm pretty sure you heard people talking about this. You saw the media start talking about 𝐬𝐮 back in 2021, right around October time frame, or a little bit before October time frame. Now you think about it, 𝐬𝐮 price was roughly around 5 zeros and a number. During this time of January and February of 2021, 𝐬𝐮 price was 9 zeros, 8 zeros and a number. Again, people who was accumulating back here in the disbelief, by the time it got to this point, they're starting to take profits. right? They're taking profits because they're up, depending on what it is, they can be up 400, 500% on their money, right? Maybe not that much, but you get what I'm saying, right? You definitely in a 10x. You're definitely probably in a 20x by this time if you held. But also their dollar cost averaging out of the play. So while the hype is going crazy, they're taking profits slowly but surely. 20% here, 30% there, 50% there. They're not dumping the whole bag. They just slowly taking profits while everyone is FOMOing, you know, fear of missing out, buying in. You got your homies, hey man, you need to go pick up that sheep. It's going crazy, man. We about to be rich. It's going to $1. With not knowing, understanding how market cap and supply works, they just think because of the pumping, it's going to go from 5 zeros to 1 cent or even $1. So they're buying 100 million coins, 200 million coins, a billion coins, spending decent money, not knowing that they late. They late to the party. It's too late. And then the shit is about to hit the fan because the big reversal is going to come. And that's the euphoria stage. Now, everybody's in the euphoria stage that left the previous stage. I'm a genius. I told y'all we going to be rich. It's going crazy. I'm buying Lambos. I'm getting the crib in the villa. I'm getting the crib out in Spain. I'm getting the villa spot. And we buying boats and jet skis. Man, I might just buy an island, bruh. Right? Like some of this, what I'm saying is funny, but you heard these conversations. I've had these conversations, right? That's why I can laugh about it. But that's where you at. But guess what? If you bought here to here, yeah, that's probably like a good 1x, which is not bad money. I'm not clowning that. What I am saying is that these people back here, they about to do the biggest dump ever, right? And there's going to be a warning sign, and people are still going to disregard the warning sign. It's not because they're trying to gain more money or be greedy. It's more because they don't understand how price action and volume works, right? We'll get into that when we look at the chart. So now we're in this euphoria phase. Everybody's buying Lambos. We trying to figure out what vacation house we buying in Bali, et cetera, et cetera. Now the market's starting to pull back. The big dogs who started here and here, they're starting to take profits, right? They're like, all right, look, all the late bloomers came to the party. We're going to go ahead and sell off this crypto to them because they still going to buy it up. Let's go ahead and sell it off. You know, let them get our scraps. It's time to take profits. So you got the hedgers, the big banks who's invested in crypto or the stocks. You got the billion dollar people. They're starting to take profits, and the market's starting to correct itself. Right now, is that the time to be totally frightened? Well, if you're a seasoned investor and understanding price correction, you might hold a little bit, but you're probably holding 30% of your bag at this point, just to see if we start breaking certain levels or holding certain levels. It might be a quick correction and then a bounce and go. But at this point, you're just holding on, trying to see what's going on. The market corrects itself. As you can see, it falls down from this euphoria back down to the enthusiasm, right? And so now everybody who bought high is like, no, hodl, hold your bags, buy more, buy the dip, right? Getting you guys to buy more so they can try to get their bag up and get the hell up out of there too, because no one wants to get caught holding the bag. That's the thing, right? Nobody wants to get caught holding the bag. So on Twitter and IG, hold strong, buy the dips, don't let them beat us. Don't let the big bag institutional guys beat us. Well, they already beat us because they got in here. And now they're taking profits, as they should. You should always take your profits, right? So now it bounced. We get a nice little rip. We're like, yeah, see, we got diamond hands. We're back, baby. You're overconfident. The herd is pumped. Everyone's beating on their chest like the Wolf of Wall Street, right? Sticking together. I ain't going effing nowhere. I'm here. And then the market, the ones that were holding that 30%, they got their levels printed out because they know right here in this little area is a supply zone. And they seeing it pull back to that supply zone. And then they notice the volume and the price action ain't matching. and they notice that this price is not reaching that supply zone, guess what they do? They dump. They dump. And what happens when 80% of the holders dump? We come crashing down. What does this look like right now in real life? Right? This looks like the bear market that we're in currently. I'm gonna show you on a chart. So now we got this anxiety stage. Fear starts setting in. And it's usually the people right here, these two who bought the tops, right? This is where they're like, oh my God, I'm losing money. If you bought here or even here, you're still pretty much good, especially these two, because you probably still hold some runners trying to see if we're going to hold support and bounce, right? You like, you know what? Yeah. And I'm just using rough numbers, fuzzy math. I was sitting at 200%, but now we didn't pull back to 150%. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and take that. I'm cool with that. I left a little money on the table. Ain't no big deal. These just my runners. What happened? Sell off. Now we get into denial, and it's for these people right here, or even these people who came back in, right? They're in denial. They miss out the warning signs. We're not hitting certain support and support levels anymore. We're breaking through resistance, downtrend resistance. We're breaking through those. People in denial. Hey, these are good companies. This is Ethereum, Bitcoin. Oh, we're good. It's gonna bounce back, and it's just dipping. They're not paying attention to the charts. They're not looking at the volume. They just, oh, we're good. It's Apple. It's Google. They're good companies. Well, remember I said 80% of the market? Well, the other 20% is selling off now. And now they're pushing. Now we're in panic. The price plummets because the last 20% is sold off. Even if they started here from here, that's still good gains. So they take their last. All right. Now we hear full panic mode. Now we're here and I'm pretty much just going to give up. Crypto's a scam. Stock market's a scam. It's only for the rich, right? Now you're pissed off because you bought these green candles. You didn't have the education. And you're so pissed off and not learning from your mistakes. In this bear market, you're so pissed and jaded right now. This is the time where you're supposed to educate yourself when the market is selling off. Because what's next is that we're going to start trading sideways. But by this time, it's your first time trading. You're so fucking jaded right at this point. Excuse my French. You're so effing jaded. You're done, right? Hopefully you didn't take out loans on your home, sold your car at this point. Back here and thinking that we're going to the moon because you're watching people on YouTube. They're saying we're going to the moon. It's going to parabolic. With the crazy faces for the thumbnails and stuff like that, and not following people that actually is going to educate you and got your best interests, right? So now you're in agony. You can't sleep. If you're married, you don't know how to tell your wife you lost your retirement and the savings. You got kids. They can't go to private school. They can't get new clothes for school because you didn't put it all on a couple of plays at the wrong time because you didn't educate yourself. And the crazy thing about it, not knowing how long a bear market lasts, when the dip happened, you're not buying the dip. You're not preparing for the next phase. So at this point, it's very dangerous. And I'm going to keep it a buck with you. There's people that's probably going to, I ain't got to say it. Bed Bath & Beyond. If you know what happened to the CFO, this is one of the reasons. And this is not entertainment value at this point. I'm just educating you, giving you real life scenarios. People really do that because they have so much money on the line. So you have to be, educate yourself. Don't put so much in that you're not willing to lose. So what happens next? Depression kicks in. But notice something. Notice this little uptrend. Guess where we're at? We're back in that disbelief stage. But again, you're so jaded, you don't want nothing to do with crypto or the stock market. So instead of holding the bags that you have or even reloading, you're done. Took a major loss, 100% loss. You'll never invest again because you lacked education and understanding. And here we are. We're on this path downward now, and we're going to soon trade sideways. Crypto is going to be boring next year. Stock market is going to be boring. People gonna be upset. They're gonna hate both. And meanwhile, and I can speak for me, I'm gonna be topping off my bags because I dollar cost average all the way down with profits. So I'm gonna be topping off my bags. Let me get a little bit more Cardano. Let me get a little bit more XRP. Let me buy some more ETH when it hit about $500-800. Let me get a Bitcoin or two or a half. Let me get some more Solana. Ooh, let me get some NVIDIA because I know they're gonna be dealing with the metaverse by the time of the next bull run, hopefully. Right? Be topping off my bag. Ooh, I wanted 20,000 XRP tokens, and I only had 10. But during this time, I'm about to be dollar cost averaging. Make sure I get my 20 for the next one. So depression kicks in. You're gonna miss the disbelief, and you don't want no parts for the next run up. And that's how it goes, man. So let's look at the chart. Since I showed you that other visual chart, and I'm not gonna go all the way back, but you can see the highs here back in 2018 or 2017. We sold off, didn't pump all the way and retest the high, but we sold off. What I want to pay attention to is March 2020, and I want to use this rainbow chart to kind of explain that too. So here we are, 2019 on a Bitcoin rainbow chart, right? Bitcoin all-time high is about 12, and it pulls all the way back at 6. Think about all the people who bought it at 12 and it pulled back to 6, right? 100% loss. Do you think they bought it at $4,000-5,000? Probably not, right? And then in March 17th, we had the Black Swan event. COVID happened, major sell-off on all markets. Bitcoin was $5,300 at that time, roughly, right? And you can see it here. Here it is right here on the chart. Had the big sell-off, and what we do, we rally. And not only did we rally, we created an all-new high, because this was the all-time high for Bitcoin, 20,000. We ripped through that all new high, 60, roughly about it was like 62,000. So if we're looking at this chart and we saw the rip through, what's next? The pullback. According to this, right, at the all-time high, we pulled back and we pushed. Looking at the Bitcoin chart, all-time high, pullback, and then we pushed. So we pulled back, held. Remember when I said that smart investors not going to sell all their money, sell all their assets? They're going to hold some just in case if it pulled back and hold. Well, it did exactly that. It pulled back from 60, about 59, we call it 60,000, all the way back down to 30,000, which is about half. Held, pushed all the way up to about $68,000 per Bitcoin. This is where they sold off their last 30%. Held a little probably just to see if we hold. We broke key levels. We broke these important indicator lines here. The volume showed it. Sold off. We retest. It failed. And here we are. Here we are. Retest at 48,000. Now we're just pulling down. That correlates to this chart. Right? Right or wrong. I'm showing you guys. Like it's plain as day. So what am I saying at the end of the day? If you're a new investor and this is your first time buying crypto, it's really not a bad time, right? This is actually a perfect time if this is your first time investing in cryptocurrency. This is the perfect time. You're in a pullback right now, about to get into that disbelief stage where we're going to start trading sideways. We can definitely expect us to start trading sideways. We're kind of doing it now. We're trading a little bit sideways. And we're dollar cost averaging because we want to see if we can hold these key levels or not. See if we break these key levels and find another key level of support, right? So we're dollar cost averaging in certain plays because we don't want to throw the whole budget in case this thing decides that it want to continue to spill out. So we're just playing it safe. And next year is going to be super boring. We might get a little pops here and there, keep you motivated and investing. At the end of the day, it's going to be boring. And we're just going to be waiting and loading our bags up until Bitcoin's halving cycle. Basically, what the halving cycle is where Bitcoin cuts its supply in half. And this is a supply and demand. When you cut something in half and the supply goes down, the demand goes up, and the rarity of it makes it more expensive. The whole point of Bitcoin being so expensive because there's not that many in the market, right? So if you cut the supply or the availability in half every 4 years, it makes the price go up. That's why Bitcoin pumps. That's why when people say that Bitcoin is over, you just kind of laugh and be like, what? we're approaching this halving cycle. Next halving cycle is 2024, first or second quarter. As you can see on this chart, we're trading in this blue area. What it says, basically a fire sale. We can go back and look at some of the fire sales from 2015, right? All the way up till 2017, 2 years. And then it ripped right after the halving. And what happened? It pushed. Take it back to the Genesis. Broke through the halving. What happened? It pushed. Pulled back, pushed even higher. Pulled back, recorrect, bear market. Right? Can you hold your assets 2 or 3 years? It's behooves you that you should. Looking at this chart, you shouldn't get in any plays that you're not willing to hold 5 to 10 years. Point being, period. So looking back here, we're in this blue, basically a fire sale. Soon we're gonna get into that buy now. Then we get into that green level, which accumulate means you need to start topping off your bags. Light green, still cheap. Yellow, hold, wait for the rip. The bubble, the FOMO intense, and then seriously sell. Because the name of the game be buy low, sell high. Buy low, sell high. Rinse, repeat. Buy low, sell high. And that's how it goes. So, yeah, do yourself a favor, man. Educate yourself. I got an ebook in my chat in the description. Download the ebook. It gives you the fundamentals of cryptocurrency. Pretty much what I talked about just now, but it goes a little more deep dive, takes a deeper dive on cryptocurrency. I suggest that you pick it up, read it. It comes with a video guide. I kind of walk you through each chapter. It's one price, same amount, the same price if you were to go to Chick-fil-A and buy food for the family. In this case, you're buying some education. You should be educating yourself in bear markets, educating yourself. If you really want to take this investing and really unlock financial freedom for you and your family, you need to be in learning, get a mentor, learning from someone, reading books, eBooks, being part of Discord channels, and just being wary of those who are on YouTube to pump and dump on you. At the end of the day, there's good projects in in the crypto space, but you got to be very smart in how you navigate. Me personally, I want to help you, right? There's enough money for all of us to get paid. At the end of the day, I just want to help you, educate you, give you that motivation, give you somebody you can rely on. So yeah, I wanted to share these charts with you guys, man. Hopefully you learned something. If I earned your like, please do so now. Share it with your friends. Let them know how this game go. Hit the notification bell and stay locked in on my channel. I'm doing more and talk more and show you more about these charts here and kind of show you what different phases we in. And yeah, hit the notification bell, man. Stay locked in with me and leave comments. I talk back. If it's something in this video you didn't like or did like, please let me know. Definitely want to improve it. But at the end of the day, we are a family. I call my family the earners because it's earners only, baby. We only want to earn that bread. So yeah, stay locked in with your boy, man. It's your boy WallStShooter. This is not financial advice. Peace. I love y'all.